along the same lines, Maxi Priest had an album which was released last year, over a year ago. The name of the album is All Comes Back to Love. This album is also Grammy nominated. This album is also a 14-track long album in around about the same similar amount of minutes as the previous album discussed. I know Shane is a big Maxi Priest fan based off what he mentioned prior.
Super fun.
Right? So, Shane, please lead the way, Shane. How do you feel about this album and the fact that it made the Grammy after being released over a year ago for the 2021
I mean,
Grammy?
I'm a huge Maxi Priest fan. You know what I mean? Like, literally, Maxi Priest was the artist that made me want to sing reggae at one point. Right? But I'm never wanting to be biased when it comes on to, you know, music or what's going on and all that. Great album, nevertheless. But I'm confused as how it got nominated for this year's Grammy. You get what I'm saying? Because I mean, this was released last year, summer, 2019 summer. How is that going to be on the lineup? The Grammy that's being presented in early 2021 that don't add up to me. You get what I'm saying? But, you know, maybe again it comes back to politics and all of that stuff. I mean, and speaking of which, he had an album that was released in October, 2 months ago. You get what I'm saying? So I still don't get how an album released over a year ago was nominated for the Grammys 2020. You know,
I wonder if they make a mistake.
Boy, that would be a hard mistake to make, if you ask me. That is basic attention to details. You know what I mean?
It could be a Steve Harvey mistake. We don't know. What do you think?
No, that would be unknown. That would be being dyslexic in a moment. But this is like you put it on paper and then you send it go announce, and by now you say, oh no, that was a wrong announcement. But all of that aside, great album. You know what I mean? It sounds like the old Maxi Priest that I know.
Excellent.
And love. You know what I mean? So I enjoyed the album. It sounds worldly.
You know what I mean? I like. Dislike one time it's like we separately review the thing them and check it out, and then we all come back with similar thoughts. I don't like that, yo. Yo, my yo. Like how you do? You like what you do? My the man, you have some telekinesis or something. You read minds, dog. You're Dr. X or something.
Yeah, the thing good. I know.
No, I mean it's a great minds thing alike, So I mean,
yeah, no.
People don't vex when that happens, but I'm like, yo, we're not gonna.
I just because we don't discuss these things until the moment. So you know what I mean. So you have to go as freestyle.
It's fine. Go ahead.
But genuine Maxi Priest vibe, not necessarily in my opinion, it always has been more of a mixed with soul reggae kind of vibe, you know what I mean? And that's what I've always loved about Maxi Priest's music. It's kind of different. He's Jamaican based in Canada, right?
No.
No, he's British.
He's British
with Jamaican parents.
Okay. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that part has always had me wondering. I never really took the time to research that part, but I just always accepted him as one of us. You know what I mean?
I mean, his parents Jamaican. So.
Yeah, but great album. I love every album that Maxi Priest did. Right? Man with the Fun is my favorite one. But definitely a great album, but I still don't get how this was nominated for this year's Grammys. You know what I mean? That was my only red flag there. But, nevertheless, great album. And like I say, just dropped another one this year, October. United State of Mind is what it's called. But that's another conversation. Right? So, I mean, let's see what the Grammys turn out.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, bad artist for sure. Oliver, so give me a second. Bad artist for sure. Cause one of my favorite song all time, Maxi Priest singing to a white name, Wide World. Period. I don't care when nobody wants to say that cliche. It's one of my favorite song all time. Period. You know what I mean? Boy, Shane, it tripped me up a while ago, Shane. I'm not gonna lie, I have to call it out, even though Oliver Kirky and thing. No, dog. No, with Maxi.
Well, with him Heritage?
Yeah, Heritage, yeah. Yeah. And so you say your favorite artist and you like him long, follow him long time and thing. Check say you don't know all of that still, you see me?
No, I follow him music, I follow him from when you have to press record and play up on the cassette tape. You know what I mean? Them time.
But Maxi Priest in general, big artist, a big international artist at one point in America and the UK. Billboard, #1 Billboard, it closer to you, right? Wide World was top 10 probably. Big record. Yeah. The song when they do with Shabba.
Yep.
Right? Shabba. When they do records with Shaggy too, that was big. Top 10 hits.
Just a little bit longer, baby.
Just forget,
big tune.
Strip on the band.
Yeah.
I
think we all felt the same way, Shane. No, not to cut it, but me I said if we all felt the same way, Shane, like Maxi Priest, just based off I'm earlier body of work.
Yeah, man thing.
So one of my favorite Maxi Priest Strolling Along. I don't know if you know that one. Strolling Along.
The boy Oliver did Africa.
Pulling the van.
Yo, what me tell you about
Oliver? Yo.
Native historian people.
One of my favorite one is probably the Message in a Bottle.
Seeing?
You know that
one about too.
Wicked track.
But people in America used to love Maxi Priest. They didn't even think of him as a reggae artist.
Right.
The idea was it was like a R&B artist. But for people who don't know, him started out on sound. They found the sound when he Stereo Saxton International. If you know about Britain's sound like Stereo Mars and them sound there. For me, it's something I didn't know about. And as a British person, put me on to them records. This was in my like, I don't even give it my age, but this was like in my 20s though. Like, and I mean, if you want to know about, if you have to talk about Stone Love, I don't know about Stereo Mars, you have to go check about Stereo Mars because like them sounded bigger England.
You know, Stereograph.
And Stereo Saxton International.
Yeah, Saxton.
Then
yeah.
And then Saxton song. And then people who don't know him also related to Jacob Miller. Jacob Miller, his cousin.
Jacob Miller.
Killer Miller, the big man from Inner Circle, when they do the record, they say, tired for the kid in a gully. And him do, what the record him do at Christmas time, you know. Him do, I wish you a Irish Christmas. All I want people know that record. Even if you're young, but know the mother play the record. So he might come from a lineage of music. But in bad and the album, so I was confused like you guys. Why is this in this year Grammy? So I went and checked the Grammy for qualification and eligibility. And on their website, it says the record had to be released between September 1st, 2019 to this year. So how this get in? It released August 2019. Maybe I don't know if there's some kind of like it's only a week or two out.
Hold up now. So if you do the research, on some platforms it's saying released in September, but available as early as July 2019.
So
is that how they fudged or were able to go around, you know, getting it nominated because
maybe
they knew
there's some more intricacies to it that we don't know. But yours are released.
It said August 23rd release date.
Yeah. And it had to have been released September 1st or after. So this should have been in last year's Grammy.
Yeah.
Either way, I don't know. It's here. But like Shane, I agree, people don't vex with it.
Well, we
It's
love
a
the
big
album anyway, so.
A big album, bad album. But actually wouldn't be surprised if it won. Again, it wouldn't be my choice.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't be surprised if it won. It had a mainstream sound. Bounty Killer on the album. Shaggy's on the album 4 times. Shaggy did a lot of production on this album for people who really dig deeper.
It's Shaggy have the pull.
So, well, I guess maybe for the sound for the album. I loved a lot of the records on the album. The first 2 records were really, really started off the album well. Like, it took me back, like I said, Shane, to the old Maxi Priest. Like that real crooner. I was like, wow, this is good. Wow. And like Randy, I would have been looking forward to being like, the man, I'm just pick some album because of Maxi Priest, yo. Because, not saying not because I'm a big fan of Maxi Priest as well. But I guess sometimes we're all guilty of it. The older artists get, we're almost ready to throw them out like chewing gum. But it's a really good album. 14 solid tracks. There's not a lot of, if any, skippable. If you want to just play this album on a Sunday and cook some food or relax and burn some incense, it's that type of music. If you want to go outside and lie down under the mango tree and play it, really good album. Yeah, I mean, a good amount of, some good quality body of work. But I'm going to turn it over to Randy because I know Randy is going to dissect it a little bit more like a chef. You know?
Yeah, actually, normally, you don't know where I go track for track, but we're not going to do that this time because I don't feel like we have...
Because I'm 14.
Right? 14 track long. So I did do the research again to just to clarify what I saw. And on Amazon, this album manufactured by S-Curve Records, right? Original release date, it's a 2019, but date first available July 3rd, 2019.
But still would have been
outside the window.
Right. That's when it was first available on Amazon. Now, when you go to I don't know if you want to see it sometime. A website by name discog.com. That's more like a website where you can find like information for records and stuff. It was set to release August 30th, 2019. So that's still outside the scope.
Still outside of the window.
Right. So
he's never won a Grammy.
He's never won a Grammy?
No.
So I am curious to know if some tricks go on to make sure to make this qualify. If you understand what I'm saying. Because if everything that I've seen is saying that it was released prior to the September.
When was the nomination? When was the nomination?
What, the Grammy nomination? It was like
what was the announcement?
A couple weeks ago. It was on the 16th.
November, right?
November 16th.
Okay.
I believe it was November 16th. Right. So, so my piece of how I feel about it. Broken record to blouse and skirt. Me should have go first before me make them and them talk. See? So, this is classic Maxi Priest as usual. You see me? That's how I feel. This feels more like an R&B album. Right? All of that the man them say. You know what I'm saying? Which is classic Maxi Priest again. But it more modern sounding, type of lovers rock vibe. I kind of like that. You know, the overall body of work sounds really good. Really good. I love it. It's a cohesive body of work as well. Feels like not too many producers. Like it almost feel like a one producer. It come out of one production house. And I think I read that it was mastered a certain place, but I can tell you like, yo, the quality of the production It sounds well engineered. The studio work impeccable. The album again, it have a more romantic, playboyish vibe. You see me I say? Like I said, typical Maxi Priest. Just like we just discussed, I'm not gonna beat a dead ass, but just wondering, oh, over 1 year later, the album
outside of the windows of qualification or specification.
Man, them check, so check.
They get slipped in, you know. The only only gripe against this, and I had to find one, was I couldn't find, if it released over a year ago, just listen to my argument. How come I could not find one breakout song off the album, you know, anywhere that anybody say, yo, this is the baddest song off of the album? I couldn't. Everything to me is just like it does work together. Nothing over that period of time. You can't tell me say over a year and change ago. Not one song.
Were there singles released of it?
That you know of? Not that I know of. Except the single, which is the name of the song, name of the album, All Comes Back to Love. I don't know. I'm puzzled. You dig? Like I said, not knocking the body at work because it's superb quality. It just, if you cannot identify, which I can't. I don't know if Oliver and Shane can, but I could not find a particular song that I
couldn't find it. I couldn't find them outside of the album, you know, as far as a compilation per se. You know what I mean? So
right, nothing separate.
Nothing, you know what I mean? So it's like the album drop and you know that's it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. What label is it on?
S-Curve. S-Curve.
I guess that's not a major label, like a or it's a sub.
It's not a major. Let me see if I can.
Is it a subsidiary of a major?
BMG.
Okay, so it's still
major.
Yeah. Somebody still believe in a project to put money behind it.
Yeah.
I mean, excellent album. I can't say anything otherwise. Big up to Maxi Priest. Glad to see him still making good music at 59 years old.
Yeah.
Big up the boss.
See the man call out the man age dog, the man at 59.
Well, the public figure, yo, man, not
yeah. So all people still are saying they don't know how Jay-Z, how old Jay-Z is.
Yeah, Jay-Z lied for the beginning, yo.
Yeah. But yeah, people, no knock against any of these albums that's been nominated. We've reviewed everything, all these Grammy nominations. So if you want to get an idea as to what the content of these albums are like, just check out all of the Reggaecy video them. Check out this, or just do a search, do for the Reggaecy, go on our page, go to our videos, or go to our playlist, and see if you do a search again just to narrow it down to these particular albums, these Grammy nominated albums. And you will get some perspective as to our feelings. You may not agree, but you know, we listen to albums, we stream the albums, we you know, a lot of the material, me might personally have it in my collection, right? Unlike some of these other people where say them all for reggae music and all for dancehall music and them don't patronize reggae and dancehall, right? And these people know who they are. Them just not the music and them talk a bugger nonsense about the music and why the music's struggling and why
they're not streaming.
Yeah, and them not even have a subscription.
So we review Toots. Yes. And I'm not afraid to talk about with views. I don't them even view it 10 times. I mean, nobody. I mean, we have some other things where catch people, but yo, Toots.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, that's my album for the Grammy, but whatever.
Yeah. Anyway. And again, a lot of these people that you hear on other platforms talking about reggae music and dancehall music, them not buy reggae music, them not stream reggae music. You know, all them do is thief music. You see me?
Yeah.
Yeah. All them do is, what I call it? when you pull music from YouTube or whatever, or what them call that again?
That's it. Rip.
Rip music. Them not buy music, people. So yeah. I mean, if you want to find
We're
out
not spending the time to listen to the album.
who do all of them things, then we have the receipts. We have the receipts. Me give you some of them subscription there. You see me? And while me not knock people who just don't have it, we have some of them here talking about the music. Live on their platform. And guess what? Them not support the music, people. Tell the
Them
truth.
support only one type of music.
Yep.
That's why I think it's hard when people come and make certain comments, because I'm like, we listen to everything. We review everything reggae-wise and dancehall.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But we review even the trap. We review everything. Just be objective. But somehow, I don't know, I think we're still stuck in a place where, unfortunately, we don't like anybody say anything, and we're not pushing the music further. We're afraid to push each other. Like, push us as well to be better. It's okay. All we're asking is for the music. We want what the artists want, just the same.
Yeah.
The passion we have, just the same for them to reach the highest heights. I think everybody on this show would be happy to see some more big artists cross over and hit the Billboard charts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They ain't no hate. Like, we want them to win. And the only way they're going to win is if people hold them accountable to. Or people comment and let them know what them like and don't like. And, you know, sometimes some people upset, like, why you talk about your artists? Because I don't want to go into specific. I don't know this person. But somehow this person took a negative reaction to our review of Savannah Mango. And I'm like, what?
We never seen no
we
negative
all
about
agree.
Savannah. We didn't say anything negative.
I guess because we said she need to come out of her shell a little bit. How is that, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're
Like,
curious to know her even more. We're curious to know her.
We want her to be bigger, right?
Yeah.
I don't so understand people. They become fanatics, and it's like you can't say anything. So, you know, and this is part of the reason, because there's never just one reason. There's multiple reasons why we're struggling, and we need to look into ourselves and figure that out. And the big part of it, like you said, Randy, people are not streaming the music. They say them this and them that, and they for the music and the culture, and they're not listening to the music. They don't support any form of the music.
Yeah, almost like
they won't go to a show.
Like I said, it's like a pirate culture, bro. It's a pirate culture. Anything of them can pirate and not pay for. Them are do that first. You know?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And I think on this platform we've spent our money on not just the music, but on the shows and merchandise here and there, right? To support the artists. So big up all of the artists that we are still putting in the work. If we say anything to one that we might feel negative, we can bring it up, but it's never intentionally trying to be mean or hateful. You know, it's just objective opinions. Anyway.
Yeah,
definitely. Take it to Randy.
Yeah, definitely.